This video is for Japanese speakers of American English. I'd like to share some information with you that can help you improve your American accent. I dedicate this video to Donald Miller's TOEFL Preparation School in Japan. I've been working with the referrals from Donald for the last year and a half, and I very much enjoyed working with all of you. I hope that this video helps you to get to the next level with your spoken English and to get excellent scores on your TOEFL exam so that you can be admitted to the best MBA schools in the US. It's really important to speak clearly and confidently in all cases, but especially when you're competing. And you're obviously competing to get high scores and competing to get into good schools. So Japanese speakers in particular need to be aware of vowels in Japanese, where there's 23 vowels in the American English language. If you go to Wikipedia and type in Japanese phonology, and then type in American English phonology, you can compare the two. And you'll find that there are many sounds like cha and ja, and sh and zh, th and th, and f and v, all sounds that exist in American English but not in Japanese. So I'd like to show you a few things to help you master not only the pronunciation of sounds, but in general the American accent for a Japanese speaker. The first thing to be aware of is your mouth movement. Most Japanese speakers are not opening the mouth widely, and there can be a lot of good reasons not to do that, to be polite. But it's really important for American speakers to speak with the mouth fairly open so we can get to vowels like a and ah. For Japanese speakers, the O, as in not, N-O-T, I'm not going to, can sound like not, kind of like an O sound. For Americans, this is a long ah, and the jaw has to be completely relaxed, like this. Not. I'm not going to. I'd rather not. In addition, many Japanese speakers tend to pronounce sounds in a British way, saying the word rather instead of the word rather. Americans have a fronted ah sound, and it helps to open the mouth wide in the front. Rather not. If your mouth isn't moving, then I recommend you use a mirror. When you look in the mirror, you'll be able to see which muscles you're using. For the L and the N sound, you want to put your tongue behind your teeth, as you probably know, to say light or to say well. For a Japanese speaker, though, it's important to exaggerate that sound so that you can get a good brain connection and make a clear la, as in the light L at the beginning of a word like light, or that nice dark deeper L like well. And then you also have to put that sound obviously with an R in words like girl or squirrel. Notice the mouth movement. Before you even begin to say the word, make sure that these muscles are moving. To activate them, you may want to massage the muscles around the top portion of the mouth. Squeeze the nose, here in particular, and what this movement does is it creates an awareness of the muscles that are above your lip. The goal is to be able to move the lip independently from the rest of the mouth. If you can begin to get that muscle working, you'll have much better success when you make the N and L sounds. The N is in the same location as the L, that's why I mention it. Although the N sound in particular may not be difficult for you, you'll need to elongate it like this. Many lives, many lives. And when you put the L sound after the vowel, you'll want to elongate it. Pool, school, fool. Notice the mouth movement. Now, in addition, with long vowels, we call that the post-vocalic L, when the L is at the end of the word. Well, if you have a long vowel in front of it, like fool, or pool, or school, you want to make sure to get a schwa sound in there, like this. Pool, school, fool. You shouldn't be saying fool, school, pool. And actually, that's not a Japanese accent in any way, shape, or form, but my goal is to show you that if you leave out the schwa, it changes the sound. So what you want to do is say poo-o. I'm using a band to reinforce the length. So the poo is long and the o is short. Pool, fool, school. You'll want to do that with every long vowel, like the A, nail, fail, avail. You'll also want to notice short vowels have an L, like full, pull, bowl, and you still have to do the same mouth movement even though there's no stomach punch or schwa sound elongating it as you would have with a long vowel. Another long vowel is a word like foul, cowl. Anytime you have a word that has a long vowel and an L, growl, dogs growl, wolves howl, you'll need to really elongate those sounds. What's important too is to breathe. Many Japanese speakers are breathing shallowly, that is, breathing in the thoracic area or the clavicular area at the clavicle. What you want to do is breathe and speak from the diaphragm. If you're filling up like a big balloon and exhaling breath, then it will be much easier to elongate those sounds. The sounds will naturally get longer. So mouth movement, length of sounds, and the schwa before the L. That's what we've covered so far. In addition to the O spelling often being a long ah, like contact instead of contact. That O is often not an O. Even the word Japan, I hear Japanese people say Japan, and we say Japan, because that first A is not stressed for us. So we say Japan, but we say Japanese, because the first syllable is longer than the others. That's what the band is all about. Japanese syllables are the same length, whereas Americans have long syllables and short syllables. You might notice when we pronounce the names of Japanese food, for example, that we pronounce them in a very different, perhaps strange-sounding way to you. Words like sushi probably sound strange to you, but that's how Americans pronounce it, because we have long syllables and short syllables. This is the first part of the series for Japanese speakers, and I'll be continuing with the second part in the next video.